mundo donde nos metemos en el elevador mágico 1111.
With my mommy and daddy, Jen and Mom.
Morning.
Oh my, this is really low. Oh my goodness. Good morning.
Happy
11,
Monday.
11. You are joining 11:11 Conversations with
Jen and Mel. Today is Motivational Monday, and we are so excited because we have a guest coming on at 11:45. So don't go away. Her name is Beatrice Wara, coming straight from New Jersey.
We like it. We
And
love it.
she's going to be sharing her expertise in the field of psychology and, core beliefs, and also the law of attraction, all that yummy good stuff that we love to talk about here. So in the meantime, let's all jump into our magical elevator.
Adentro.
And entren al elevador
Adentro.
mágico. Boom! As we go up to our magical 11th
Adentro means
floor.
come in.
And we go up to the magical 11th floor of the universe where magic is possible, where you
magic
get to
happens.
create and celebrate one another.
Celebrate.
Dance to the music. Celebrate.
Dance to the music. Kim God is in the house.
Yes, and Christopher Diaz in the house, my cousin from Venezuela.
Opale.
Hello,
Allison.
my dear Bob. Ali in the house. Ali, all right. We have 73
My
subscribers.
God, I just had the best. I haven't had oatmeal in a while.
It was yummy.
I'm still savoring the damn oatmeal.
That is awesome.
Damn.
Yummy goodness
I haven't
oatmeal.
had an oatmeal in a while.
I love oatmeal. So
And by the way, this is just seltzer water. It's not
that's
soda.
such a weird combo, babe. I love you. But
I'm thirsty.
oatmeal with seltzer water. Wow.
It's like your coffee and the bread. Like you're going bread, coffee together.
No. I mean, you can dunk bread in coffee, and that's yummy. That's like a cultural
That's
thing.
disgusting.
That's a ceremony. No, it's not. It's
For
not
you, it's-
disgusting. I said weird. I didn't say disgusting. Take that back.
Take it back.
Take
it
that back. That's not nice.
Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I have contact lenses.
Yay! Welcome to the contact lens world, boy. Do you?
I'm trying, boy. Easy to put on, difficult to take off. Damn, my
Yes.
eyes, look at still. My eyes are still bloodshot. I'm just taking them off.
All
the other day.
right. So, how are you? Put on the comment box. ¿Cómo
What are you
están?
grateful for, ladies
What are
and
you
gentlemen?
grateful for today?
Let's start with gratefulness. What are you grateful
Yes.
for? You can write it in the chat.
All right. Well, for one, I am grateful for the weekend we had with our family.
Great
We had a
weekend.
really nice weekend. It was a
My
really
brother-in-law
nice, yes,
Ryan came over. My brother Ben with the kids.
with the kids, and
It was
Juliana.
really great.
They
It
just
was
had
really
a wonderful time to see the cousins playing. It was just wonderful.
Yeah.
I am shuffling and getting our fairy cards ready.
I already shuffled them.
Okay. Oh, really? There were some that were like flipped. So, okay.
You know,
There
ladies
you
and
go.
gentlemen,
Ooh, that seltzer water is giving you a little. Woo! Go ahead, go. No. All righty. Ready?
I'm ready, baby.
Take a deep breath.
Or may I say, Jen?
Yes.
And let's go. You're not going to believe this. Body movement.
Wow.
This card has been the same card we've taken out Thursday, Friday, and today.
That's amazing.
And I shuffled the bejesus out of those cards.
That's pretty amazing.
That is pretty damn amazing.
Okay.
You know, that's the message.
That's the message. Body
Beatrice
movement.
says, I am grateful for my family. We are all home today.
All right.
All right.
Yay. They're
I
gonna
love
get
it,
to see you
Beatrice.
on the show. Can't wait for you to come on in about half an hour. And we are okay. Here, now you shuffle these, and I'll take these out.
You kind of ran out of steam there for them. Were you thinking? I know my wife. She was thinking something.
I was thinking and talking. I said they're going to be able to see you on the show, and we're getting our show started so that we're ready for you at 11:45
to give some juicy information.
Yes. All right, awesome.
Here we go. And
take a deep breath. What do the angels want to talk about today?
Retreat.
Retreat.
You know, body movement, retreat, body movement, retreat.
Body movement and retreat. All right.
This weekend was...
Oh, I'm so grateful. One of the many things I'm grateful for is you're going to be able to read today. Yay!
I love it. Retreat. Oh my God, I can see.
He can see. He actually looks really cute with his contacts on. I was checking him out all weekend. I was like, look at him go. He doesn't have glasses on. What he looks like he's so much younger. He had so much more energy. It was really cool, babe.
Because I could see.
I know.
I was like, oh my God, I can see. All right. For those who don't know, I usually wear glasses, but I think I'm going to give that up for now and do the contacts.
Yay!
Very quick. I went there. They put them on and I could see. It's like, let's try this.
Yes.
And let's go with retreat.
Buenos días a todos. Pues hoy las tarjeticas de los ángeles y de las hadas madrinas es retiro y el movimiento de cuerpo. Vamos a movimiento.
Hay que mover el cuerpo. Hay que moverlo.
Y escriban ahí por qué dan gracias. Algo que están agradecidos en su vida.
Ready?
Ready.
I just got caught checking my wife out for a second. Excuse me. Retreat. Card meaning, spend some time alone in quiet thought. Clear your mind and focus on your truth and priorities. Are you pushing yourself too hard, beloved child of God? The angels remind us that rest is a natural cycle in every living thing. Think of the mighty oak tree that grows in spurts and then rests. It draws its nourishment from deep within the earth and takes its time before growing upward again. Like the oak tree, it's important for you to nourish yourself with spiritual and emotional food. Spiritual and emotional food. While you are resting, take time to reflect on your heart's true feelings and desires. Your angels speak to you through your heart. And when you listen to and honor your feelings, you walk hand in hand with God and the angels. You will know that it is true divine guidance and not just imagination or wishful thinking if it speaks of your desire to make a difference in the world. So I think it's important that I believe in retreat. I believe in resting. I believe in taking some time off. If you're working, you need to take time to also
recharge and renew and rejuvenate, right?
I think Saturday was very much all about recharging because we knew Sunday we needed to work a bit.
We worked, yes.
But even when we finished, it got to a point where like I knew my brain was like short circuit. There was a short circuit at one point. Like I can't anymore. Right. Mm-hmm. So my body said you just gotta
rest.
You know,
exactly. Hay que descansar, hay que trabajar, pero también tomar su tiempo para descansar y recargar las baterías. Eso es muy importante. Yes. Happy Indigenous People Day. Happy Indigenous People Day. All right.
I love it. I didn't know it was.
Yay. You can see now, Ali says.
I can see.
Hello, lady. Hello, sir. Hello. I don't see your name. I see a little pirate kind of emblem there.
Where? Pilot?
A pirate. Looks like he's a pirate.
Oh, yes.
Hello.
I see it. All right, body movement. Your body wants to express itself through movement. Listen to your body, and it
Listen
will
to
tell
your body.
you what type of movement it craves. Your physical body has its own force and intelligence. It is part of the same elemental kingdom as the fairies. It's both childlike and demanding, as well as mature and insightful. This card indicates your body's wisdom and asks you to honor your body's need for exercise and movement. Spend a moment asking your body what type of movement it desires. Does it need or want cardiovascular conditioning such as jogging, as peaceful walking nature, stretching, and meditative activities like yoga, dancing to music? Listen to music and follow through with your body. Listen to it.
All right.
Listen for the answer. And
Yes. And what's the affirmation?
the affirmation is, I lovingly pay attention to my body's needs.
I lovingly pay attention to my body's needs. Le presto atención a mi cuerpo y a lo que necesita mi cuerpo con mucho amor.
Should
Right.
we dance a little bit?
Yeah, why not? I love it when you ask me to dance.
You know,
Yes,
it's important
vamos
that-
a bailar, a mover el esqueleto. Let's
party,
get up.
party, party in the elevator, party in the elevator. Now, one of the things that also Tony Robbins.
Josh, what's up?
¿Qué pasó, Josh?
Josh, welcome.
One of the things that Tony Robbins talks about is incantations, right?
Yes.
Which Jennifer and I have taken that on. So when we're working out, we get into that like,
Every day I'm getting stronger and stronger.
I am awesome and I can do this.
I am enough. I am enough.
I freaking rock.
I freaking rock.
And believe it or not, your body feels it. So what happens? The nervous system is getting fed some good stuff.
Exactly. So it's what you tell yourself. Whether it's good or bad, you are right. And that is what your body and your mind are going to believe. So whatever you tell yourself, it is exactly how you're going to experience life. Okay? And what you're gonna live, what you're gonna manifest. Buenos dias, madre. Bendición.
Mami
And we got
Ruki.
Bali Ginatar. Good morning.
Love having you guys
Yes,
on.
We don't have our other computer, so if we haven't shouted out your name, it's because we haven't seen it. Go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel so we could definitely see you, and or to Instagram. Right now, Juliana has her computer from school kind of gets wonky sometimes, and it doesn't log in, so we gave her our laptop today. So that's what's going on, and we are super excited.
Artificial intelligence.
It is awesome, and we have our guest coming soon, so don't go away.
You want to read
in the
some
meantime,
determination
let's
here?
go to determination. So what we were saying is, whatever you say, you are right. If you say your life sucks, guess what? You are right. If you say your life is awesome, guess what? You are right. So, what are you going to choose, right? What kind of incantation, what kind of narrow pathways are you creating in your life, right?
I'll just give you a little example. Last night, we worked and, till about 10 o'clock, we went to bed and I fell asleep. And then around 3 o'clock in the morning, boom, my body woke up. And I had this this was hurting me. And I don't know what it was. And so I had to get up, stretch. I went to the bathroom. I stretched some more. And then I lay down and I could not fall asleep. And that's very unlike me.
Yeah, I didn't even feel you.
I sleep
I'm a lightweight and I'm able to.
very, very easy. So I went into a meditative, okay, just relax your mind deep, And I was doing all my mindset work about relaxing deep breaths, right? Finally fell asleep about an hour later. And all of a sudden I hear the clock and it was 7. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I have an audition I have to put down. And I still felt a little tired. So Jen says, well, let's just do our
or meditation, right?
And I'm
Yeah.
telling you guys, that hour of difference with all the meditation and feeding gratitude into my body, abundance, visualizing how I want, what I want out of my life, really, truly envisioning it's already happening. All of a sudden, I got up at 8 when the alarm sounded again, and went to the shower, and boom, my day started, and it was good. It was great.
Right, because you wake up and all the voices and all the fears, and it's like a flood of it's called morass in landmark language. I did landmark education for years, and you wake up in morass, and it's in all of this, what is all of this? So you get to choose, nope, I am the voice. These voices are not me, and you are the one in control. David Fernandez in the house.
Yo, David!
You guys are beautiful souls.
Yo, David!
Thank you. We are but a reflection of you, my brother. Thank you so much.
We love you, buddy. I love, Jennifer and I, we love working in commercials. And one of the things, I always used to watch commercials where people would wake up in the morning, they go, oh, life is beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, that's not real. Everybody either wakes up and like, oh, God, I gotta get up. Or they wake up and they're fine, right? But it takes them a while. It's not like,
But I gotta say, there have been many days that I have
Can you move
woken
that
up.
way? Because my face is on our thing here. And I'm trying to get out of the way.
Oh, you want to be in frame, babe?
Yes, I want to be
You
in
do?
frame.
Oh.
Like, I put my face over here and
You're
I'm covered.
like, oh. All righty. So what I was saying is that there are many moments where I have woken up like, awesome. And those moments are when I have something to look forward to that I'm working on. But
Don't you just wake up and look at me and go, I look forward to this every morning.
So delicious. He's so cute. He's so cute. Yes. But the thing is that it's one of those like, for example, when you wake up to go on set, right? Even though it's early, sometimes your call time is 5 a.m. For me, it's like, yay, right? So it's about creating that yay, looking forward to every day. Even if it's just, it's creating a compelling future for yourself, What are you doing?
Oh, no, I'm laughing at myself.
Why?
What I thought this morning, that I woke up and all I was craving was my coffee. I didn't even juice this morning, and I wanted to have my juice, but I'm like, all I was looking forward to, and that's why my head went where it went. All I could go is like, my coffee. I'm looking forward to my coffee.
There you go. So you think of the one thing that's going to give
my
you
coffee gave me that.
That looking forward to feeling, that anticipatory, like yummy feeling, right? So again, it's all a practice. And
it's all a practice.
Every day we repeat a lot of things here because it's all about repetition, and it's all about discipline and disciplining yourself to do the good, yummy stuff for yourself, and really.
And it doesn't mean that it's easy at times.
And understanding that it's a process and not beating yourself up like I do, because I am the number one beater upper. And I'm working on that.
How could you wear a shirt that is almost, look at that. I mean, you're in front of the camera.
What happened?
What is happening? Is that part of the shirt?
What are you talking about?
That little thing? Is that part of the shirt, or is it?
Oh, I didn't see. Really? Are you seriously?
You're living, and all of a sudden I see this little string.
Oh, so why don't you go get a pair of scissors?
It's all right, my love.
No, baby, go ahead. Go ahead. You just judged my wardrobe. Go and get a pair of scissors
you're a
right
Hollywood
now.
actress.
Go, baby. Go get it right now.
I can't because
there's one right in there.
I'm connected to the microphone.
So next time you can keep your opinion to yourself because I didn't ask. And you know what? We have such a great chart to teach you today. A chart of 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you're communicating, right, you get to when someone comes up to you and they're going to say something to you. I was taking a nap after this. Yeah, Ali says, Mal's taking a nap after this. Yeah.
Actually, I'll take it. No, we got to exercise after this.
Yes, we do have to exercise.
We didn't exercise this weekend because we took a retreat.
Wait.
You did.
We is a lot of people.
Sorry.
I exercised,
You did.
ladies and gentlemen. I went hiking on Saturday. Okay, and no, yesterday. I see. The days get mixed up.
And
I
the day
went
before,
hiking
you were
in the
doing
morning,
some weights.
and I worked out. I worked out all weekend long.
True, very true. Forgive me. Forgive me, my beautiful
muy bien, mira.
queen.
Está perdonado pues usted.
My Athena.
Ya, lo perdono.
My
Okay,
Athena goddess.
so four things. It's a chart. Write it down. Write it down. Number one. This is really great for your kids too, to teach them, okay? This is great. This is a chart. This is a quick little chart of when someone wants to share something with you and they come and they share it, right? You immediately, what is your reaction to it? Most of the time it is you want to fix it, right? Or you want to give your opinion. But what happens? A lot of times people don't want your opinion or they don't want your help. They just want to be able to divulge what they're feeling and they just want to be listened to. So number one, so when your kids come up to you or with friends or even your spouse, you say, is this a number one, a number two, a number three, or number four? So a number one is only listen. Only listen. Number two is what?
Don't put me on the spot.
Oh, you haven't learned them yet, baby? Really?
I need you to repeat so I can
remember. Repetition is the master of all skill. Okay, number two is listen and give me your opinion. What do you think?
Listen and give me your opinion.
Right. And number three would be listen and not only give me your opinion, but help me find a solution for this problem. That's number three. And then number four is, I don't know what to do. You take care of it for me. And that one mainly is for your children, to teach them, say, okay, tell me what you're going through at school or whatever it is. Is it a 1, a 2, a 3, or 4? And a 4 is usually like they have no clue where to start or how to resolve it. So please, you take care of it for us. And I think for us, yesterday, we had a number 4 with our beautiful, awesome brother-in-law with marketing. It's like, you do it for us. Number 4.
We have been trying to figure this out for 6 weeks.
¿Qué pasó con el mercadeo? Pues entonces venga y le digo.
Pero ¿qué pasó que
Pues
se volvió
entonces-
usted una paisa?
Pues entonces a mí me gusta ser paisa, pues. También me gusta el queso
And
paisa.
what I think I think our nature is to listen, and we're already thinking what we're going to answer, right? So
Exactly.
that's why it's so important to train to go, okay,
And
I'm
the
just
kids,
listening.
especially
They're not
for your
asking for
kids.
my opinion.
Especially for your kids. That way you develop trust and they know that they can count on you for whatever it is that they need from you. They need you to listen to them. They need you to listen to them and give them your opinion. That's number 2. Don't do the knee-jerk reaction like we always do, moms and dads, that we want to fix it. Allow them to find their own solutions in life, right? But allow them to share with you without fearing that you're going to get in their business and want to fix it, you know? And I mean, that was a huge aha moment for us in the relationship development course that we just took. And that is a really awesome chart to go by. And when we shared it with Juliana and her little cousin and her big cousins, I should say, they were all like, okay, cool. And one of them, Maya was like, I'm only going to ever use number 1. So it's just number 1. Just listen. I'm never going to ask your opinion.
I got to put the phone
Oh my God. So funny.
I'm a little-
All righty. So let's see. What time is it? We've got 10 minutes before our guest comes on. I'm super excited. So let's read some Determination.
Let's do it.
Determination. I hope that makes sense to you. You know, just like write on the comment box what you think of 1, 2, 3, 4. And buenos dias, Ana Maria Somara Blaja. Buenos dias.
Where did you? Oh, there she is.
España in the house. Buenos dias. Good
España.
morning, Cami and
España
Raúl.
en la casa.
And I see you all, even though I don't see you, I feel you. All right. It's perfectly all right for youth to cherish dreams that may seem almost too big. What we can achieve in a single lifetime is almost always but a fraction of what we would like to achieve. Wow. That's really deep.
Absolutely.
So if you start out with expectations that are too low, you'll end up not accomplishing anything at all. Jose Toda. I love this. I'm going to repeat it because it means dream big. It means shoot for the stars. Go out to the galaxies. That's where you want to dream so that you can at least land close to what you want, right?
I'll be right back. I need some scissors.
Okay. Yeah, oh, right there. I love it. I love it. I got my own wardrobe mistress here. Okay. Mister, I should say. It's perfectly all right for youth to cherish dreams that may seem almost too big. But you know what? I want to add to this, not just youth. I think us adults as well, because maybe we've put our dreams away. Maybe we've put them in the back burner because other things have gotten in the way of our dreams and just life, right? So it's not just about youth dreaming big, like really get in touch with that childlike quality of dreaming big if you've lost it, and really get in touch with it, right? What we can achieve in a single lifetime is always but a fraction of what we would like to achieve, right? So if you start out with expectations that are too low, you're not going to be able, you'll end up not accomplishing anything at all. So tell me what you think about this, because it's really important. We're building big boxes here, right? Our 1111 familia, we're building big boxes. So what that says to me is that you would be building really small boxes if you're not dreaming big, if you're really not expressing your innermost desires into the world, because you might be afraid that they're not going to happen, or you might be afraid of other people's opinions, or whatever it is, right? The naysayers that we all have experienced in life. So put in the comment box what you think about that. Oh, yay!
Here we go. Look.
There we go. This is called teamwork.
This
is called, instead of judging, come and resolve the problem, right? Instead of going, ew, look, you've got a string. Like, what are you doing? Go get the scissors and help your wife out. I love it. Let me see. Did he open up a hole? No, he didn't. Pues sí, ¿ves? Entonces ya me ayudó pues el señor.
Ya le ayudé.
El esposo mío que me está escribiendo.
Dale.
Yo te amo, te adoro, y ¿qué haría yo sin usted?
Yo no sé, pero aquí estoy.
Okay, muy bien. So there is how to never worry again. Is that even possible?
I don't think so, but there's a way to, if you create the tools, there's a better way as to not worry as much, right? Mm-hmm. We just got to create tools.
Right. Create the tools and use them, right? I think that is a really important issue, is to use them. The tools that we have, we all get tools and then we don't use them, right? Or we use them for a little while and we're like, oh, this isn't working. Or, or you still have a breakdown and you blame it on the tools because they didn't work. Like, no, that's a cop out.
Yep.
Really stick to it, Ali, thank you for writing that down. Number 1, listen only. Number 2, listen and give opinion only. And number 3, listen, give opinion, and help only and. Number 4, please take over. Yes. Boom. That's it.
Thank you, Allie.
Thank you so much. So, alrighty, my love. Let's see. Okay. So let's read Rampage. Okay. So why don't we go into our meditation before our guest? Okay. Take a deep breath. Everyone, vamos a nuestra meditación. Okay. A respirar profundo. Put your hand on your heart. And we start with forgiveness every single day. Start with forgiveness. Forgiveness of your thoughts that don't serve you. Forgiveness of everyone that might have hurt you in the past. And you still think of that. Just let it go. Just bathe it with love and forgiveness. Bathe your heart with love and forgiveness. Perdonen a esos pensamientos que no nos ayudan para nada. Perdonen a toda esa gente que nos hizo daño en nuestro pasado, en nuestras vidas. Dejen ir. No piensen más en eso. Y perdonen y denle ese regalo a su corazoncito, a su mente, el perdón. Gift yourself and your heart and your mind with forgiveness. It is the nectar of freedom. It is the nectar of freedom. All right. And take a deep breath. Yes. Take a deep breath. And now go to love and gratitude. Ahora llenen su corazón de amor y de gratitud. Respiren profundo. Take a deep breath and fill your heart with love and gratitude. Just fill your whole body, your mind, your soul, your thoughts, your words, and your deeds. May they be aligned with love and gratitude in your life. Take a deep breath. Alineen su mente, sus pensamientos, su corazón y sus acciones. Que todo esté alineado en puro amor y gratitud. Take a deep breath and let it all out. Yes. And then we go to celebration. Then we celebrate. We celebrate our lives. We know that we are reaching our goals. We know that we have already reached our goals. So when we celebrate and when we speak into existence what we are working towards, what we are visualizing. So we celebrate and we say we are so happy and grateful now that I have accomplished and you say it out loud. Now that I am, and you say it out loud. I am so happy and grateful now that I am, and you fill in the blank for yourself. Everyone is different. We all have different goals and different dreams. And you need to put it in the present. Really, really speak as if it's already happened. Bring your compelling future into your now, experiencing it now, moment by moment. Y ahora es celebrar y expresen toda su gratitud y todo y celebren esa meta, ese sueño que ya se hizo realidad, como que si ya lo están viviendo y a celebrar. Let's go!
Let's celebrate.
Dance to the music.
Celebrate, celebrate. Dance to the music. Celebrate, celebrate.
dance to the music. Woo! This is our happy dance. And da 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 da. What's your happy dance? ¿Cuál es su baile de la felicidad? ¡Vamos!
When you get something, when you get like something that you're so excited about, do you have a happy dance?
That's my
Do you have a
dance.
happy dance?
That's my happy dance.
Check it, 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 check it.
So it's about getting into state and really loving, right? And seeing and feeling it and just enjoying life. Even if it's just for those 5 minutes, that's fine. Even if it's just for the time that you're with us here in 11:11 every day. Some of you are with us the whole hour. Some of you are here for a minute. Some of you are here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Doesn't matter. Just take a deep breath and let go of everything that is worrying you and enjoy for a moment your life as if it's already come to fruition the way you want. So it's about changing that state of longing for something, because it's always going to be out here if you continue to experience life that way. Just experience it as if it's already happened. Right?
I think it's, I find that ever since I started visualizing things as happening now, as feeding my mind the vision of, for example, being on a set, my energy, my body feels recharged. I feel like the possibilities are endless because I'm feeding my mind really good stuff. It's like being put into being plugged into a battery. Also, and I feel recharged. So I would say take it on. Start visualizing a lot. Meditate and visualize.
Yes.
We listen a lot to Bob Proctor. There's a abundance one that there's a gratitude on YouTube also that's really great. Mm-hmm. And any sort of hypnosis that you can do for 20 minutes in the middle of your day or when you wake up. I find that hypnosis one.
It's fantastic.
In the middle of the day, 20 minutes, it's it recharges me a lot. Not only am I taking
and if you don't have 20 minutes, you have 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Put a 10-minute
that's
one.
That's enough.
Yeah.
That's absolutely enough.
Because they say, it is scientifically proven that even if you close your eyes for 5 minutes and go into a meditative state, you will feel recharged.
Exactly.
You will feel recharged. Mm-hmm. I just prefer a little longer.
Yes, yes.
And it's a preference. It really, truly is a preference.
Yes, it definitely is. Okay, so positive and let me see.
I'm wondering if she's having a hard time getting in. Because she would have told us already, right?
You guys are hilarious. Beatrice, are you coming on? Are you still watching? So we are definitely ready for you, and we're excited to have you. There you are. All right,
she
so
comes to save the day.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Beatrice.
Hello, Beatrice.
Hello.
Great to have you.
Thank you, guys.
So much fun.
Aquí nuestra invitada de hoy.
La invitada de hoy. How are you? Yeah, she's already partying.
Oh, I've been watching you guys.
I love it. I love it. So great to have you here with us. She's already partying.
I've been watching you guys.
There's a little bit of a feedback.
Yeah, it's a little.
Oh, wait.
Can you hear us?
Hold on.
There you are. There you
Can
are.
you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
That's better.
There we go.
I had you guys on YouTube. That's what it was.
Yes.
Okay. I was hearing the feedback.
There we go.
Okay, I've been listening to it every day. I love Bob Proctor. Yes, David, absolutely. So Beatrice, welcome to 11:11 Conversations with Jen and Mao, and thank you for being part of our 11:11 familia. It's really awesome to have you and to welcome you. And, all the way from New Jersey. It's so cool that we're all able to connect on a global scale. And And so tell us a little bit about you and your work, and we're all here to learn and listen.
Well, first of all, guys, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. And of course, we met, right, through Tony Robbins.
Yes.
Really, that's how the whole world got to meet not too long ago. So I'm Beatrice. I am a licensed clinical social worker, also known as psychotherapist. And I've been doing this work for about 15 plus years. I started as a social worker, just helping people get their basic needs covered and helping them navigate systems, right? Because we live in a lot of systems. And then after that, I went up a ladder that, like destiny, right? I went into an administrative ladder that I wasn't planning. I love helping people. But I ended up running a shelter for victims of domestic violence. And I did that for about 10 years.
Wow.
Prior to that, I had groups with men and women who use force, or also known as perpetrators, right? People with anger issues.
Yes.
And the best part of that work that I do is that I believe in humor. That's why I love you guys so much. It's like, this is crazy. So I would go sometimes into my groups and, I work with some pretty tough guys, right? And I'm like, here comes the Colombian chick,
Colombia in the house.
And then they would be like, okay, we're either going to kill her or love her. And
Right.
so thank God they chose to love me.
That's so great.
So, and I also work with children at a school system because I wanted to do prevention work. But unfortunately, my heart was not in it. Children are so delicate. And you know what? Children know it all. I mean, you guys know this, right? Because you follow all the people that I follow. And there's so much inner work that we have to do. We have to find our inner child, right?
Absolutely.
And tell our inner child that we're safe.
Yes.
That we are okay,
Absolutely.
that we are like bringing light to the world, right? And then 2 years ago, I was done in my profession, and not because I didn't love what I was doing, I just knew that I needed to do more. And so changes happened, and I said to my husband, I'm like, I want to open my own practice. And he goes, sure. Like always, like he's like, sure, whatever you want.
It's great to have that support.
Right. And so I left my job. And for 6 months, I did absolutely nothing. Like I recharged, like you guys retreat, mobility retreat. That's the message, right? So I retreated. I thought about it. I was afraid, right? What if I don't succeed?
Right.
How are the bills going to get paid? And blah, 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 blah. That beautiful story that we always tell ourselves. So this year in February, I turned 50.
Congratulations.
And I was supposed to celebrate in Italy. And guess what happened?
That's right. COVID had other plans.
Yeah. So I opened my practice. I joined also another practice. And that's what I've been doing. I have clients from 5 years old to, I treat children from 5 years old to 83 years old.
Wow. Yeah, because we're all children at the end of the day, right? We all have our inner child that really is running the show.
Yeah.
That is.
And so that's what I do. And I was born in Colombia.
Hey!
Colombiana in the house.
El problemita mío es que yo soy de Colombia, nací en Barranquilla,
All right.
pero hablo un poco paisa. Ya se me quitó el acento, yo creo.
No, ahí le oigo el paisa a usted.
So, and then we moved to the United States, New Jersey, when I was 14.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
Well, I know I'm from Colombia. My parents are from Bogota, but my parents moved from Bogota and we moved to Cartagena for a bit. So my life,
Okay.
so I had both the Rolo and the Caribeño in my life for quite a bit. And then as an actor, I had to learn to undo, because when they want the neutral accent, they
Right.
want Mexican accent in
want-
California.
yes.
That's the neutral accent.
Exactly.
Neutral, aka Mexican.
Exactly. So I want to ask you a couple of things regarding, I don't know if you've been on when I've talked about that I used to suffer from anxiety, and that a lot of the work that I started, when I went to see probably one of the best psychotherapists I've ever had in my life years ago. I remember one of the things that I was always afraid was to get on medication, right? And I share this because I know that one of my friends is going through some anxious times right now, and we talked about this. And I believe that one of the things that really truly helped me get a hold of my anxiety was that this psychotherapist said to me, we're going to put you on this medication, but not only do you need to do the medication, but you also need to do therapy. You need to get a hold of what's happening emotionally through your thoughts, learn cognitive behavior therapy, understand that your self-talk. And it was like a light bulb came on my head. And for so long, I was so afraid of medications because of all the stories I had heard about being addicted to a medication. And so for a long time, I didn't take it until I had to, until I knew that I was facing a demon that I knew I couldn't get a hold of on my own. So I would love to hear
Your take
Your
on that.
take
your
on that.
opinion.
on what you think.
Listen, medication in my regard is a last resort for sure. But if it's needed, for sure, bring it on, right? Take it. But my primary concern when I meet with my clients and they're telling me, I'm depressed, I'm not getting off my bed, and I'm not doing anything, and I said to them, but the priority is, are you having thoughts of suicide, homicide, right? Which is the stream. But if they're not, and I'm like, so what? Stay in bed. And they're like, what? Right? I do a Tony Robbins. So what? Stay in bed all day if you want. So it's almost like I want people to feel that it's okay to not be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
I love that.
It's okay to not be okay. Now, if you're telling me you're in bed all day and you're not feeding yourself, you're not feeding your kids, you're missing work, and you're going to lose your job, then yes, let's bring in something that is quick, like medication, right? So that we can look into it. What is it that you're telling yourself? And that's where it comes, your core beliefs, right? What is it that you're telling yourself that you'd rather be in bed all day and not go to work and not feed yourself, not feed your kids if you have kids, not want to experience this beautiful, full, cold day in New Jersey, right? So it's like, what are you telling yourself? So what I do basically is I help the person explore those beliefs. And when did they start it, right? Because we're like little computers. We start collecting stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we collect and we collect and we save and we zip. I'm not computer lit, but we put in a zip file and suppress everything. And then one day, and listen, you guys just gave me something good. Mao says to Jen, hey, what is that string? And Jen is like, what? What are you talking about? And it's that critical part of us, that child that we were not able to express ourselves, and somehow someone said something to us and hurt us, right? And now every time that someone says, and not to say that happened to you guys, because you guys are amazing, I love it, but not to say that when someone says, hey, what is that string? All of a sudden she's like, Jen is like going to be like, oh, I'm not wearing the shirt ever. Right?
Right.
It's because the core belief is that there must be something wrong with me. It's not the shirt. Why did I pick it? And then we start in that little rabbit hole,
Right.
right?
Right.
Rabbit hole. And you compound, right? You stack.
Yes,
Yep.
stacking
Stack.
negative, right? Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the
And
things
then, and then I tell my clients, what would happen if you tell yourself, right? If you tell yourself, this string, yeah, it's part of my shirt. I'm glad you noticed it, you know? Right?
Yeah.
It's part of this whole get up. What if we just do that, right? And not to say that because you guys played it really cool. I love it. Like, go get the scissors if you're going to say something, right? So,
Be part of the solution, not the problem.
do number 3, right? Listen, give advice, and go do something.
Well, I know that one of the things that really became key for me, besides all the mind work that Jennifer and I do, and Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, but I mean, all of this stuff was really understanding through cognitive behavior that my self-talk and my catastrophizing were the two main elements in my life that caused my anxiety, which means that I was really hard on myself, right? And that I was living in the future instead of living. So my expectations,
now, right?
my expectations were so high in the future that I wasn't in the present and just learning to be grateful, which is why I've also been working and training myself to learn to be grateful for the now, for what's happening right now. So it's one of the things that we implemented also on the show is first thing in the morning, what are you grateful for? What are the good things that are happening in your life?
Right. And like Tony says, right, see things as they are, not as you want them to be or worse than they are. Just see them as they are. And really being able to see that and have that distinction is key. And it's actually a real huge gift.
And life happening for you, right?
Yes. Yeah. I love that. I mean, after I heard that, it's like life is happening for you.
Yeah.
Not to you. It's for you.
So then you don't become a victim of your circumstance, right? It's like, okay, this is happening.
So what is the lesson in
What
this?
is the lesson here?
What do I get to experience? What is the lesson in this? And for those of you listening, if you have a question for Beatrice, please put it on the comments and she'll gladly answer. I just love what you said because it's all about perspective, right? And you're right. I could have been like, bueno, look, it's the new style, you know, totally. But I was like, pero si te molesta tanto,
you know what happens? This is what happens.
That's the Colombian in you. I guess so.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and I am going to be talking to the man right now.
To the man.
Okay, Jennifer sometimes I'll put her on tape or something, and then she'll see it and she'll go,
Babe,
why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? So I've gotten accustomed, like, I'm seeing this, and instead of later going, well, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, I'm doing it right now, so you guys see that I'm saying right now.
But
Mal, you got to talk to my husband because he's going to tell you, that's all lie. Don't ever listen. What they tell you, they don't mean it.
that's funny. See, Shakyamuni Buddha was trying to help the people heal from cycle of birth, old age, sickness, and death. Yes, that's my Buddhist sister, Ali, who wrote that. And Josh wrote, life is like a train. It has 4 stops: adolescence, youth, marriage, old age.
Absolutely. I love it's
learning how to embrace every single stage.
But I'm glad someone wrote that because it's so true. But this is what happens. In one of our core beliefs, right? This is why sometimes we stop living in the now. Our core beliefs, they start from 0 to 7. Okay, so by the time you're 7 years old, you're already telling yourself what everybody in your environment wanted you to believe. Right? And so now you're walking around with that. Now, let's say it was a great environment. Let's say you woke up and your parents were like, oh my God, mijo, right? Like my husband is not Spanish, but I throw things like mijo and sopitas and things like that. I'm like, mijo, I love the way your hair looks. Now, I have a thing with hair, right? So we all have a lot of hair. So I made sure that what I tell my children is that their hair is beautiful because I have a thing with hair, right? So, but then what happened between 7 and later is what the other environment is telling you. So now if all until 7, you're being told that you're great, that you're this, that you're that, and then you go into middle school, right? Or elementary school and kids are picking on you.
Right.
Right. And that can create trauma. So I didn't want to talk about trauma, but the core beliefs are what create our reality, right?
Exactly.
Now my mom is lying because she's telling me that my hair is beautiful, but this kid is telling me something else. Like, who's right? Right.
Right. Like, who's telling the truth? Right.
Right. So sometimes we get stuck. Either we get stuck as a child, we get stuck as an adolescent. And that's why, Mauricio, like you were saying, right? When we get stuck, the best thing is either to live in the past, and that's when you become super depressed, or you now try to create a future or live in the future, and then you're always anxious. When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Like the pandemic have brought a lot of anxiety to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is this going to end? Are we always going to have to be stuck at home? Am I going to die if I go outside, right?
Right.
If someone touches me, am I going to be contaminated? So I did a group this summer with people 50 and older because our community was suffering, especially people that were single and were older and they were stuck at home, right? And we went to a park. We followed the social distancing, mask and everything. And we created a safe environment so people can see, come out of your house. You're going to be safe. You're going to be okay.
Oh, that's so great. That's so great, Beatrice. Good. It is so important to create that community. And that's exactly what inspired 1111. It's like, we were like, what's happening? The first 3 weeks were like real shock and it was just scary. And we started to feel that cabin fever. And I was like, okay, we're going on live every single day and connecting with the people we love and our community and letting them know that we are here and we're in this together and we're going to get through this together. And that's how 1111 was born, to virtually connect and spiritually connect and know that anything is possible and know that we get to create our reality, and
also I think if people hear that you're going through what they're going through,
right? So they don't feel alone.
Right.
It does relax people. Right?
Yeah. I think people I love that you created 1111. I decided that I was going to have, cocktail parties over Zoom.
Yeah.
Get to know I got our family together, like from Colombia, United States.
Yeah.
Out in Germany, right? In China, we all got on Zoom one night and it was like the most amazing thing. So when you look at things like, okay, the pandemic is happening, but what else can you do? What else can you do with this?
What's the blessing in it? What are the silver linings? Exactly.
The positives of it, right? Exactly. Like who would say, I was telling my husband, I'm like, I never done a live. People told me to do lives. I don't want to do that. And he goes, when you go online with your clients, aren't you doing a live?
Exactly.
What's great is that.
Is this your first guest spot?
Yes.
Hey! Well, I would love to have you. A few times more. It's great to have you because I think it's important also what you're saying and your specialty is dealing with
these programs and these core beliefs.
Right.
So yes, we would definitely, please put on the comment box if you would love to hear, from Beatrice weekly to give us, that
Strategies, what Tony talks
that
about, right?
professional, take on. She's
Strategies, yeah.
exactly. So I see that David says the I'm Not Good Enough program is huge. Can you talk about that program?
I'm Not Good Enough program.
Meaning, like, that
Oh,
record that
oh,
plays
yes.
es un programa. It's that program in our head,
Yeah.
the I'm Not Good Enough.
I got to tell you, we are born to be loved and wanted. Okay? That's what we're born to. And that's what this whole pandemic is talking about. We need to love more. We need to want more, right? Because
Yes,
it's here
amen.
in the universe for us, right?
Yes.
But guess what?
Woo!
And I say these beautiful, beautiful little things like I'm not good enough. I'm shame and guilt. Let me tell you, you don't need enemies.
Nope.
You do not need enemies. If you have those beautiful, and I call them beautiful because we have to love to embrace them, right?
Yeah.
Shame, guilt, not enough, not loved enough. We have to embrace them because they're not true. So if we embrace them, then we're giving love to these feelings, right? Because they're not true. We create them. We create them all the time. Not enough. I'm not good enough for what? I'm good enough. I'm good enough to be in the Jen and Mao show. Woohoo! Right? I'm good enough. You got to look at yourself. When did that started? Who told you you're not good enough? Right? Mm-hmm. Because if you're telling yourself you're not good enough, then you can change that. Exactly. And I would love people to start stacking. I am good enough because I'm in the Jen and Mao show. I'm good enough because I get to do what I love, right? I'm good enough because I can change my perception of things, yes. Right? Yeah. I'm good enough because I am loved. And I'm loved by me. Yes. I use a lot of mirror work. It's called mirror work, right? So when I look at you guys, it's like I'm looking at me, right? And I just get so psyched. Like I get full of life because when I look at you, I'm looking at me. So absolutely. What I tell my clients is like, go to the mirror, do a lot of mirror work. Tell yourself what you love about you, what you're good at, right? Bring some clarity about where is this negative talk coming from? Who told you you're not good enough? Now, not good enough come from feelings of abandonment, right? Mm-hmm. Feelings of being rejected. No. Rejected. Yeah. Yes, right. And you guys as actors, you got that pat down.
Totally, yeah.
So yeah. That's where it comes from. So the work, I tell my clients, we can do work from the bottom, or we can come up here and just like squash it, right? And some clients get stuck, so they like to process it, talk about it. That's why talk therapy is so important. You talk about it, and then you can say, well, is that true? No, it's not. Mm-hmm. Like if you were abandoned, or the girl of your dreams or the man of your dreams rejected you, did it affect you in any way? Because you're here, right?
Exactly. It's a big so what?
It's a big so what? But where did it come from, and how can we change that, right? How can we change that?
Look, people already want you back.
Yes, have Beatrice on again. Yes.
I love what you're saying. We really have, we've become a student of life because we began to understand that this, around the world, specifically, we know California for sure, there are no programs like this from the moment we start going to school. There is no cognitive behavioral. There is no classes about how to have relationships, right? Even financially, there is no financial literacy.
Right. In traditional school.
Right? So
Right.
it is so important
Mm-hmm.
for people to understand that if they want to grow and that if they want changes in their life, they have to take action and become students of life.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that they know
Self-education.
what Tony Robbins, I am the voice. You create that voice. You
You have the power to be
to drive, to be the director, the producer of your own life.
to be the
Right?
leader of your life. And to
Absolutely.
believe what it is
I
you want to
I
believe.
want to leave you with, and I know you guys, I don't know, because we're in different times here, but I recently learned a new thought. I'm not too into it to go in depth about it, but one thing I took from it is that when I become upset, or when, because we're humans, right?
Absolutely.
Um,
Yes, being in the work and doing the work does not mean that we are not going to get triggered. It doesn't mean that we're not going to get upset. It doesn't mean we're not going to have breakdowns. We're
Right,
still human
right.
beings, you
So
know?
what I do now is, like, when something bothers me, when I wake up and I'm like, ugh, right? I'm like, I ask myself, what is it in me
Mhm.
that is creating this?
Mm.
And I'm like, whoosh,
Yeah.
I love
what is it in me that is creating this? And then, I don't know if you guys are going to recognize this thought, right? Then I go and I say, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Please forgive me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, love
Or
that.
whatever is in me is creating this. And then I say, I love you. Thank you.
Yes, I love that. You know, as
Love
you've
it.
been with us with our meditation, that is every day we practice our forgiveness,
Yes.
forgiving ourselves, forgiving, just anything that just is still holding us, holding us tight in that pain,
Presos.
Yeah.
And so I love it. I love that you're like, take it on every moment when you're feeling it. It's like, I'm sorry. Like taking full responsibility.
Yeah. That's it. You take responsibility.
100% full responsibility of every single thought and just forgiving it and releasing it.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that.
Beatrice,
I love
and I
that,
think
Beatrice.
one of the things I want
love
to
it.
tell you this little story before we finish.
Everyone's loving that. David says, I love that. Sorry to interrupt you,
no
baby.
worries.
I just want to give her feedback. But
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
yes, the word sorry is strength, not weakness.
Absolutely.
Josh.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the stories, I told this to Jennifer a long time ago, and it happened to me years ago where I was at this party, and all of a sudden I started looking at people talking to me and their insecurities, and all of a sudden I saw everybody as their little kid. Like all of a sudden I started seeing people, and I started seeing their little
Child,
kids,
right?
their little child,
Yeah.
and I had a realization that, I don't know if this was a bright moment, but it just happened for me that our bodies have to grow. That's just the evolution of life, right? So our bodies get older, but if we're stuck in certain phases of our lives,
Yeah.
we haven't dealt with that, then that 8-year-old boy or that 10-year-old boy, all of that we carry through our lives because we haven't healed that moment.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't know what it was, just like this light came on, like, oh my God. It was a networking party in LA, and everybody was trying to outdo everybody on my audition. And I saw children.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Insecurities are big on children, because children are curious, right? And when you're curious, it's almost like you're going around like, oh, is this for me? Not that they know the feeling of being insecure, because we're not born with none of it, right? We start building this core belief, right? So I love that you saw children. So what I do with some of my clients that prefer the old route, right? Not the so quick and let's move on. They're like, am I graduating high school? Am I in college? Because they see the progress of being better, of evolving, right? Because we need to evolve. Right. And then they get excited. I'm like, yeah, you are a 15-year-old now. You're no longer that 8-year-old.
I love that.
I
love
that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you where that phrase that I just shared with you guys is called. It's a Hawaiian thought. that is called Ho'oponopono. So I don't know if you have heard that, but I love that.
We hear it on our money. We do an abundance money meditation.
Okay. Yeah, Ho'oponopono. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I haven't. I
It's
haven't
on
been.
it.
I have not
It's
present.
on it.
But I mean, the comments are coming in. Everybody's loving it.
We have to have you back.
Yes, we have to have you
Yes.
back. I've seen people being stuck in a time warp, not being in the present moment. Yes, please have Beatrice come in again.
And we got to have you on
Soka
from the beginning
University-
because this is so much to
So-
talk about.
Soka University of America in Orange County does teach these things, but yes, it should be taught to children too.
Oh, absolutely.
In school, because again, there's so many places where we can learn all of this,
Yeah.
but it's in the mainstream that we're talking about in the traditional school, because this is something that is so valuable to learn how to live a healthy, really healthy life in a holistic approach that traditional school doesn't have. Maybe some charter schools, like I know our charter school, they definitely talk about
Bullying and
they talk about their education is more cognitive math. Like, for example, they've definitely switched over to more cognitive math, and they have the growth mindset. And so they do have that kind of language, which
Yeah.
learn, but it's not across the board.
But like you said before, educating ourselves is so important. Knowledge, rather, right? Knowledge.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I do, I have 3 children. 2 are, I don't know, I had them when they were 10. When I was 10, they're older. My son just moved to California, actually. My oldest son.
that's where?
Oh my God, I'm horrible. So I don't know.
old
I'll
is your
tell you guys next time. Yeah. Huh?
How old is your son?
He's 30.
Wow, you did have him when you were 10.
I was 10.
Our son goes to Princeton in New Jersey.
Oh, really?
Yes, but he took a gap year because of the pandemic, so he'll be back next fall. So
I love that you said that, because anyways, I have so much to share with you guys. One of my spirit guides, right?
yes,
is Albert Einstein, and guess where he was, right? In Princeton,
I
right?
love it.
That's it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So I love that. Well, yeah. So I'm probably going to be traveling soon to
We look forward
California.
to meeting you and to continuing our developing our relationship. And again, thank you for coming on.
And for sure, we want to have you on again.
Yes, we'll
Thank
definitely
you, guys. Yeah.
get questions. Maybe we can even have some questions pre-asked so that you know what we'll talk about. But like I said yesterday to you, we really go by our angel and our fairies cards, and we just really go organically. And I think it's worked beautifully, because it's the way life is, right? Like, it's allowing things to unfold and not control, right? And not plan perfectly, because why? Because we know that when you do that, most of the time it doesn't end up being the way that you plan it. And then there's that disappointment of not good enough. I can't
Well,
plan.
Tony Robbins talks about there is no such thing as perfect. There is no perfect mind.
Exactly.
So that's for us
Especially,
Well, I just met Tony Robbins this year. I don't know where I've been, under a rock,
I
right?
know, right? I mean, I've heard of him, but really, really getting super present to his work this year during the pandemic. What a huge blessing.
Absolutely.
And Dean Graziosi, what a huge blessing, right?
Yeah. I just got Dean Graziosi's book.
Yeah, that book. Yeah, it's a
I
great
love
book.
it. It's a great book.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Beatrice,
My husband had a Tony Robbins book from way, way back when he was Anthony Robbins, right?
Yes.
he's
Yes.
like, I can't believe I had this book. Someone must have given it to him, right?
You were ready.
It was
I think we were all just ready for it. When,
Now.
when you're ready for it, right?
Right.
Yep. When you're ready for it, will come.
Exactly.
He's
Absolutely.
a blessing. But again, thank you so much for coming
Well, thank you
on.
guys.
Hay que hacerlo otra vez.
Yes, absolutely.
Have a
There's so much fun.
fantastic day.
Yes.
Y que
thank
siga la
you.
fiesta. Que
Oh,
siga la
Yay. So,
Mal, tell your friend who's struggling. You mentioned a friend that's struggling to watch your show.
We will.
yes,
we
yes,
will.
Yes, definitely. So thank you, everyone. Thank Beatrice for coming on. If you have any questions for her, she is definitely on the comments, and you can look her up. Again, we will definitely have her on again. We are super excited to start to start this next evolution of 1111, because we are in this together, and we are learning together, and like we always say, we love you.
We appreciate you,
and we're here for one
each
another.
Adios, amigos. See you tomorrow. Truth
Bye, guys.
Gracias,
Mi amor,
Beatrice.
abrazo.
Thank you. Gracias a ustedes.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.